Welcome to Bridging the Generation Podcast. I am your host, Malak Arif, and I'm back with another amazing episode. Now, before we get started, please like, subscribe. If you haven't done already, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to do that right now. All right, I'm back. Now and again, while watching this video or after watching this video, we appreciate you guys if you can share and comment. Tell us what you think, because it's very important as far as this YouTube algorithm. Got to get this engagement up. I know it's a million podcasts out here. I know we don't have the opportunity to watch all of them. So I appreciate all of my supporters from 5 to 10 to 20, whatever. I appreciate everybody who's engaging with the content. So let's get that out the way and let's get right into it now. Coming to the Bridging the Generation podcast platform, we got a brother out of the east side of Buffalo. New album out right now, Revolver Ocelot. He's currently signed to Conway The Machine's Drumwork label. He's a Griselda affiliated artist. Been killing the feature game, man, right now. Sneakerheads such as myself, so it's an honor to have this brother on the platform, man. He's been killing the game for about 15 years. He's just getting his just due. And with all that said, welcome to the Bridging the Generation podcast, the one and only Jae Skeese. Let's get it. Bridging the Generation podcast. I am your host, Malak Arif, and today I got a very special guest. Now, before we continue, I'm back with my special guest co-host, Deandra. She back with us again, so I gotta shout her out.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Gotta shout her out. So yeah, let's get into this thing again. Welcome to the Bridging the Generation podcast. I'm your host, Malak Arif, and today we got Buffalo's own, the one, the only wordsmith. I'm talking about Drumwork's own Jae Skeese, man. What's going on, brother?
Salute. What's going on? How y'all feeling?
Hey, man. It is a honor to have you on here. Let me get these notifications on because this is an epic moment. This is an epic moment for me. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So it's great to be here, man. I'm glad y'all tapped in with me.
No doubt, man. So first of all, man, we know that you in the midst of a tour right now. We know that I recently saw you guys kill it, sold out show at Webster Hall, man. Hectic tour schedule, man. So talk about that, man. What was it like, performing, at Webster Hall, man, selling out shows, man? Like, talk about that.
Man, first and foremost, man, I gotta shout out the big homie Conway The Machine, man. You know what I'm saying? Without him, I wouldn't be in this situation. Shout out to Drumwork Music as well. You know what I'm saying? This is his rodeo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, he doesn't owe anybody anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? He took it upon himself to bring everybody on the tour with him. And shout out to Stove Out Cooks as well, because he's been on the tour with us as well. Fucking up every single show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he been killing it.
Yeah,
all the fans singing along with Stove God and with Conway.
Yeah.
But nah, man, like every show has been great. You know what I'm saying? Like every single city we've been to, from top to bottom so far it's been electric. It's been a lot of energy. But New York was different. New York was crazy because obviously we had all the guests that came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And man, the crowd, I think that might have been the biggest crowd that we might have performed in front of. You know what I'm saying? Webster Hall is legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We shared the stage with, Method Man, Redman, AZ, Lloyd Banks came out and did Victory. And Lloyd Banks was one of my favorite rappers growing up. Man, I was rapping word for word with him. You know what I'm saying? Wes Benny came out. You know
The
what I'm saying?
Punchline King, man. That's the Punchline
PLK,
King.
man. He was one of my favorite rappers growing up. I was always trying to be better than him when I would, you know what I'm saying? When I would be writing my raps when I'm 15, 16, I'm trying to be better than Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to interject for a second because people say I interrupt. Let me just get my shit off for 1 second. When I used to rap, I literally mocked my whole style after Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I did
down to the breath control, to his voice, everything was Lloyd Banks. I had to step back and realize, no, you can't do that, bro.
Right. You gotta find yourself. But you know what though?
Go ahead.
When you first starting out, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of use those rappers that you just kind of look at and you're like, yo, you kind of emulate their style. You know what I'm saying? That helps you find your style as you grow as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it took for me too, because Lloyd Banks is one of my direct inspirations when I first started rapping. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact, man. Now, you mentioned Method Man, you mentioned Raekwon. Now, I remember them performing in Webster Hall before. Now, were you at that show as well?
I wasn't. That was actually my first time. Actually, performing there was actually my first time ever going to Webster Hall.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I never was really big on going to concerts and all that, like, because I was always, you know, kind of chasing my dreams. So, you know, obviously, you know, I listen to the records, I listen to the music, but as far as like live concerts, I never was like really one to go to those. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, wait, look, man, what you doing now, man? You are definitely worth the price of admission, man. Because I like I said, I haven't seen you perform. I'm looking forward to whenever you guys come to the DMV area, man. But just watching you on Instagram and watching you kill it, you know, whenever I see you guys on YouTube, man. I love the stage presence, man. Talk about that, man. Where did you get that stage presence from, man? Where did this raw emotion, where did that come from, man?
Man, it honestly comes from, you know, just doing this all my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I first started making music, I was probably 12 years old, you know what I mean? And I was blessed to have, you know, a few OGs kind of in front of me, kind of leading me, you know what I'm saying, into the way that I needed to go, you know, from an early age, you know what I'm saying? Like how I needed to kind of perform and how I needed to carry myself when I'm on stage. And so, you know, doing it since I was about 13, 14 years old, you know, I gained a lot of experience over the years. And, you know, obviously also like, especially now, you know, I lost my best friend on July 5th of this year. We was friends for 20 years. So, you know, my man Weez, rest in peace. He was like my biggest motivator. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the one when I was actually thinking of, you know, kind of quitting chasing my dream. He was the one that always, you know, told me like, yo, you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was always just pushing me, constantly pushing me. And so, you know, when he passed away suddenly over the summer, you know, I just really, I was kind of lost for a little bit because he was actually coming with me on the tour. You know what I mean? He was coming with me to do my merch. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see me shine. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the type of dude he was. And so now when we on the road, you know, I'm doing my own merch and I'm hustling and I'm, you know what I'm saying? 5 minutes before we get on the stage, I'm running in the back trying to get in my zone and then we go get on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So taking that inspiration and taking that fire that my man had for me, that's actually the fuel really that you see like on Instagram when you see how I'm doing the acapellas and you know, we rocking the crowd and all that. All that stems from, you know, losing my man and just knowing like, you know, if he was still here, I know that's what he would be expecting from me, if not more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's been really pushing me. You know what I mean?
I definitely see a difference, man, in how you know, your whole performance, man. You know, I've seen you in the past, but it seemed like something is really like you finally putting it all together, man. And not just performance wise, man, but I want to talk about these projects, man. But before we talk about this project, let's go back, man. You said so you've been you know, you said you've been a fan of hip hop since you was 12, I believe 12, 14, right?
Yeah. I mean, early age. You know what I'm saying? Even really before that.
Okay, so what was, you know, I like to ask a lot of my guests, man, like, what was your introduction? You know, what was your introduction into hip hop? Because we know, I don't know exactly how old you are, but everybody have different artists that you know, that they're introduced to, you know, coming into the genre. So when did you become, you know, when did you get off the sideline and jump into the game and realize, man, this is something that I'm interested in. This is something that I'm pretty, I can do this.
My introduction to hip hop was the Score,
Fugees.
Yeah, that was my real introduction. I remember being about 10, 19 years old, and my mom and my dad at the time, they would play the CD. And of course, like I love the singing part of the music, you know what I'm saying? Like Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying, when she would do her thing and she was singing because my mom was singing. But then, there was something else to it too, you know what I'm saying? They was doing something else too. And so that was what really intrigued me. And then I would listen to the radio. And around that time too, like Busta Rhymes was real big, Jay-Z, Nas. And I would actually I would take cassette tapes and, you know what I'm saying, I would dub the radio.
Oh yeah, I remember
Busta
that.
Rhymes back. You know what I'm saying? I would play Busta Rhymes back and I would be listening. And just to kind of give you a little bit more insight on how I got started, my best friend growing up, his name was Dre. And he had some uncles that rap. And so I was living in one part of Buffalo with my mom and my dad, and then when they separated, my mom bought a house over on the east side.
Okay.
So when we moved, that was when I met my man Dre. And so he used to always be with his cousin, whatever. I was like 11 years old at the time, and him and his cousin rapped because they had uncles that rapped. And those are the OGs I was talking about. They're called Jay Billings from here in Buffalo. Okay. And he had the karaoke machine, and they would go in on the karaoke machine. They would be rapping on the karaoke machine. You know what I'm saying? And I would sit there and I would beatbox. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing. I never would rap because I was too shy. You know what I'm saying? And so it was one day we were sitting there, and my man Ron P, my man Dre's older cousin, he was like, "Yo, go home, write a rap, and come back and spit it for us." And I went home and I wrote a rap. And that joint was crazy. And they was like, yo, you could rap, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was how I kind of got my start and my real introduction. So we would sit there, we would get on the cassette tapes, and then his mom actually bought a computer. And you remember the old school like speakers that you would plug into the back of the computer.
Oh hell yeah,
big joints.
Big.
So we would go on Music Match Jukebox, and we would take one of the speakers and plug it into the microphone jack.
Okay.
The other one leave it into the speaker jack, and we will hold the speakers like this. And then one of the speakers would serve as a microphone, and then the other speaker would actually play the music. So we would pick it up like this. And it was no punches. It was just a continuous track. It was there and rap like this. You know what I'm saying? We had our couple little songs, and we played them for his uncles, and that was how we got into the studio because we showed them how serious we was.
Y'all was focused early on, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Because growing up around that time, man, a lot of people don't understand like the magic that was in the air, that was on the airwaves, man. Like 96. 95, 97, man. I swear that was like that was a true golden era, man. So you taking me back, bringing up that 96 bus to that Fugees project right there, man.
For a fact, man. For a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Great music.
That's some classic shit right there. So now you've been in now. So folks who don't know, man, like explain to them, man, like who is Jae Skeese, man? You know what I'm saying? Because we know you've been in the game. I know I personally did my homework, and I know you've been in the game for a minute. But those who don't know, again, talk about yourself a little bit, man. And as far as being an artist, man.
Man, Jae Skeese is father first. You know what I'm saying? I've been an artist, a musician, I should say, since I was about 13. But really chasing my dream since I was about 21. Okay. I'm from the east side of Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself to be a lyricist, man. I'm a sneakerhead. I paint. I draw. You know what I'm saying? I have a brand. It's called BNBLYC, Brown Out Black for your Creed. Man, I get into everything creative, man. I'm a big fan of people that, you know what I'm saying, really chase their dream to 110%, because that's what I had to do in order to get to the position that I'm in now, man. I had to really dedicate myself, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, we'll get more into my story, but the whole way that, the whole Drumwork thing came about was really crazy, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna get into that. I'm saving that. We saving that a little bit. I'm not gonna keep you here all night. But I want to take my time.
Let's chop it up. I
want to take my time with that one right there. But before we go, man, just talk about, like you said, man, you're from the east side of Buffalo. So talk about, man, what does Buffalo mean to you, man? Because for most of us outside looking in, when we think about Buffalo, we think about buffalo wings, we think about the Buffalo Bills, we think about Rick James.
Yeah.
You know, so up until like maybe 3-4 years ago, man, Griselda has been running this shit, man, when it comes to like upstate hip hop, man, and you've seen it. So just talk about the city of Buffalo a little bit, man. Give us a little history, man.
I mean, Buffalo is like, I tell everybody all the time, man, you know what I'm saying? Because they ask me the same question you asking me. Like, what is Buffalo like? How do you like it? It's like, yo, it's home. And, it's a very beautiful city, but it's also kind of like got a great cloud over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the city. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great people here. We're called the city of good neighbors. It's love here. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It's tough to make it out of here. And that's why you see, once you do get, the Rick Jameses and the Conways and the Bennies and the West Sides and the the Keisha Plums and the Derringers. Once you do get someone that can kind of get out of here, they are already prepared for everything. Like you can thrive because it's hard. It's really hard here. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna hold you. Like we're one of the most segregated cities in the world. I got a song that's actually gonna be on my album where I say on the side of Maine we all black. Is it by design? Because there's a street in the middle of Buffalo that kind of divides the east side, the north and west side. And on one side of it is all black people. The other side is like white people and Spanish, Puerto Rican people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really it's tough here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of poverty. You gotta just know where you at. You know what I'm saying? I put it to you like that. But at the same time, the people that I was actually fortunate enough to become friends with and grow up with, we always kind of transcended all that. You know what I'm saying? I went to high school. I went to the same school from 5th to 12th grade, and it was kind of a melting pot of cultures. I went to one of the most gifted schools in the country. It's called City Honors. And I got into the school in 5th grade, and there weren't a lot of black people that went there.
Right.
And like I said, all my real good friends, we were all black. It was only a couple of us, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of stuck together, but then we also got to know, the white people, the Spanish people, just different people, and just how to move around all these different people. And, you get to, just becoming friends with everybody. Right. And then so as we got older, we started to kind of spread out, and then people just kind of knew us as those kids that went to that school. Oh, y'all go to Siena. And so, we kind of transcended that kind of, okay, if you black, you got to kind of stay over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of made friends with everyone, you know what I'm saying? And we made it cool to kind of like I'm not going to say we were the only example, but we were one of the big examples of, okay, just because you from here, just because you grew up like this, doesn't mean that you have to only be around this and keep this same mindset. Because when I was younger, I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot of weird shit that I would never do today. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, and just started hanging out with different people, and just trying to get to know different people and see what they're like. It kind of showed me like, you don't have to be this way just because that's what you're around and that's what you see. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But again, Buffalo, man, it's a beautiful city. You get every season here. You know what I'm saying? The summer is very short. The spring is very short. So really, we live in like fall and winter for real.
I never seen nobody from Buffalo wear short sleeves. I'm not gonna be honest, man. I never see Westside Gun wear like a short sleeve.
Yeah, he always comes like, hoodie and shorts.
It's hoodie.
It's that type of vibe. It's that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, you get every season. You got Lake Erie, so you got the harbor downtown. It's a lot of different parks, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope, man. It's a dope city. It's a lot of culture. As far as food, especially, it's great food here. Not just buffalo wings. I think honestly, we got some of the best food in the country. You know what I'm saying? You talk to anybody and they'll tell you the same thing. It's very unhealthy food, but it is some of the best food in the country. I guarantee you. I've been a lot of places, man, and ain't nowhere really touching the crib. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Buffalo Bills, you got the Buffalo Sabres, man. It's a lot of love, and it's like that loyalty. It's Bill's Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, the loyalty that y'all have for y'all team. We're going to get into that later, but I thought we're bad here in DC, man. The loyalty that we have for these Deadskins is crazy.
Oh, man, we just beat up on y'all, didn't we?
I know. hey, I was on Benny's page, and he posted the dude in the Redskin jersey jumping off a trailer and landing on the table, man. Is that a common thing that Bill's Mafia, like, that's a common Bill's Mafia?
That's like what we're known for. People jumping off of trucks and jumping off of buses and jumping through tables. That's like something that the fans here do. I don't do it personally. I've never done it. I will never do it. Like, for what? But that's what we do. I don't know why. I don't know who started it, but that's what we do.
Benny got a hell of a sense of humor, man. Posting that, man. That shit had me. When I saw that, I was in tears, man. I said, man, this dude wild as shit. Especially after getting our ass handed to us.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
It got ugly.
It got ugly. But look, so let's switch gears, yo. We're gonna get into that later, man. So look, I went back. You know, I'm the type of person, man. When I interview artists, man, and I'm gonna be honest. I got introduced to you through your last project, that Asphalt Calligraphy. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Asphalt Calligraphy, yep.
Asphalt. So I want to get into that, but after hearing that project, I gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those guys that hear one album and now no, I need to know everything. Yeah. So right. I went back to the beginning, man, and as I was going back to the beginning, I stumbled upon a very slept on project called 13.
Oh yeah,
and that wasn't your first project. We gonna talk about that a little later. But I remember hearing El Camino, like that was literally. Now that I think about it, to me that's the first El Camino verse That's the earliest known El Camino verse to me.
Yeah. So if you talk to El Camino, or if you ask him whatever, he will tell you I'm the first person that reached out to him and worked with him. He will tell you that.
See, that's what I would see. That's what I want. That's what I want to get to, because I want to know how long did you know him, man? Because like I said, I got hip to him through El Camino, his first project, with the first Griselda project, Griselda affiliated project, put it like that. Yeah. And like I said, man, I'm listening to that 13 and I hear him on the track. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is 2014, 2015. So how did you guys meet, man? How did you link with El Camino?
Well, like I said, man, I've been doing the music thing for a very long time, man, and a lot of people just knew me from the scene. You know what I'm saying? I would say from about 2012, 2011 to now, if you were doing, hip hop in Buffalo, you knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? Not on no cocky shit, but that's just kind of what it is. You know what I mean? And the scene has never really been huge, you know what I'm saying? Everybody rap, but to be known in the scene is, it's kind of a small thing, by the mass, or by the population of Buffalo. And El Camino was just one of them cats, you know what I'm saying? When I was trying to bubble up, he was kind of bubbling up too, but niggas wasn't really paying attention or locking in for real on his shit at first. And when I first heard him, his sound was different. Because if you listen to that song that I think we did on there, because we actually got a song before that's earlier than that.
Okay. We
have a song on the Fishful EP. That was 2013. That was the first song that we did.
Oh, and shit, I didn't even realize that, man.
It's all good, because this is history. You know what I'm saying?
I went through the whole catalog, man. So it's a lot of music that I've been listening to these past 3 days.
I believe
4 days, man. So,
but if you go back to that, again, I was just a fan of the way he rapped, because he was rapping differently than what he does now. You know what I'm saying? It was just different, and so I just tapped in. It's a lot of artists. If you talk to different artists from Buffalo, because I've worked with so many people, all it really takes is one time for me to kind of really hear you, and if I fuck with your sound, I'm gonna reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very humble. I'm very down to earth. So if I fuck with you, I'm gonna tell you yo, I fuck with your sound, yo, let's work. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And it was just one of those situations. You know what I mean? I think the first time we recorded, at the time, I still was recording myself in my closet. You know what I'm saying? My first couple of projects, if you listen to them, I was actually engineering everything. I was doing everything right in my room. You know what I'm saying? So I think he then just pulled up to my house and like just recorded right at my crib the first time we recorded. You know
that's dope, man. Like I said, man, I got hip to you through that, you know, that asphalt calligraphy, but I had to go back, man. I had to see what was this brother like prior to that. And like I said, man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, man. That's why it's an honor to have you on the platform. So listen, I want to talk a little bit about this asphalt calligraphy. Is that the project that got the attention of Conway the Machine? And if that's not, you know, what did get Conway's attention?
So I would say that wasn't the project that kind of got his attention. So if you will let me, I'll kind of explain how the whole thing happened. So basically last year, I told you earlier, I'm a big sneakerhead. I was working at a sneaker store for almost 10 years. And so when the pandemic hit, you know, it was a whole thing. I basically had to resign from my position there.
Right.
So when I resigned, I was painting and I was doing, you know, I was doing music, but I was trying to figure out, I was in the early stages of putting together asphalt calligraphy. This was in June of last year.
Okay.
So 2 days after I quit is when Conway kind of reached out to me. Now, me and Conway, we had did a show in 2016 here in Buffalo. It was a Halloween show. And, you know, Prodigy was there, Mayhem Loren, you know, obviously Wes was there, Benny was there, you know what I'm saying? And he had reached out to me for that. So we had already known who each other was. I had known who Conway was since about 2014, 2015. And this was when he was still going by Canon, actually. And I was just tapped in with what he had going on back then. And I was just, you know, he was just somebody I respected, you know what I'm saying? And so he reached out to me then. And, you know, if we saw each other on the scene, if we, you know, we might be at a show, you know what I'm saying, say what's good, you know what I'm saying, after that show. But we never had like a real relationship or anything like that. Like we wasn't hitting each other up, didn't have his phone number, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But that was kind of how he got put on to me. And then, like I said, if you knew Buffalo hip hop, or if you were doing hip hop in Buffalo, or if you were tuned in, you knew who I was just off muscle because I had been doing it for so long. I was always one of the people that, you know, I was considered one of the better spitters in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how he knew who I was. And so what ended up happening was he reached out to me in early June of last year. And he told me about the whole Drumwork thing. He was like, yo, you one of the hottest in the city. You know, I've always respected your talent. Like, I really want to push you. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting up the label. What's good? And I'm like, shit, I just quit my job 2 days ago. Like, let's get it. I don't have no other option right now. I'm with you 150% because this is Conway the Machine. He's a fucking legend.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally before, I'm talking about before, like around this time, I know all the words to everything that he's ever done. You know what I'm saying? Like, hands down. That's why on the tour now, I'm hyping him because I know everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that type of situation. And so I didn't hear from him after I talked to him one day, and there was another time he was telling me, yo, I think I need you to come to Miami, and he didn't hit me back. And so at this point, like I said, we didn't have each other's phone number. We were really just talking over Facebook Messenger. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a relationship at all.
Industry shit.
yeah, right.
I'm just, hey, look, hold up, time out. See, people might be like, yo, what do you know? Listen, I've interviewed a lot of artists, man, and I know how, like, niggas just be saying shit in this industry.
Yeah,
let's be honest. It is a lot of shit that guys just be. Yeah, they would give you the spin cycle.
The spin cycle. Yes.
They will put your ass in this. I'm just saying. So I know what I'm talking about. But
nah, for a fact.
Go ahead, brother.
And so you know, I said, okay. You know, I was telling my peoples and all that, like my best friend I was telling you about earlier, I was telling him, he was hyped for me. He's like, man, like, yo, when is he gonna sign you? When is he gonna do that? I'm like, bro, I look at it like this. And again, this was in the beginning of summer. I'm like, man, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I got to plan accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I waited about a month and a half, and I didn't hear anything by the middle of July. And so I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just, you know, full speed ahead. I'm gonna just keep pushing forward. And so that was when I really started putting together asphalt calligraphy. And I put it out, I think it was September, I want to say September 9th or September 8th of last year. And from there, it was kind of like, it came out right before From King to a God came out. Or actually, it was September 1st. It came out right before From King to a God. And so it wasn't even like he had absolutely nothing to do with the project, but he heard it. You know what I'm saying? And he saw how it kind of had the city buzzing as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was very
everybody was tapped in. Yeah, people was tapped in, man. And it only like kind of grew from there. And so I think, and don't quote me on this, but I know that he had interest in fucking with me and signing me and, pushing me. But seeing how I moved, from there, like, okay, I put the word out. Now, how's he going to move? You know what I'm saying? And then for me to put out Asphalt Calligraphy, for it to get the acclaim that it got, for me to do the things that I did with it, it's like, oh, okay, you know what? I really want to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But then from there, it was a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? It was more that I had to do. It was more that I had to kind of show and prove. And so, it was a crazy process, man. Crazy process. No. But I'm here now.
No doubt. So look, I gotta ask you this, man. So going back, man, just seeing how this whole upstate New York takeover has just started, man. What, like, just being there from the beginning, man, like, how does it feel, man? Because let's be honest, niggas don't want to say it, but niggas never really included Buffalo in the talks of like being a part of New York. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But now
we still
everybody is want to claim y'all now.
Yeah, but we still not. That's the thing. And even what you just said, like, upstate, we not upstate. We're Western New York. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. Upstate is
Rochester.
Upstate is, I wouldn't even really say Rochester because they're an hour away from here. But upstate is like Albany. Upstate is Syracuse. Yeah, upstate is like Poughkeepsie. You know what I'm saying? We're Western New York. We're 6 hours away from you know what I'm saying, from New York. Now, I think a lot of people do say, you know what I'm saying, they include us in that New York because of the sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that boom bap, the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Just the kind of, and then too, you got to look at who kind of got on. It's like Griselda. You know what I'm saying? So they're reminiscent of that New York sound. You know,
that's what I'm saying though, Jay. Niggas wasn't fucking with Buffalo like that.
Yeah, niggas wasn't. Listen, niggas would come to Buffalo, bro, and from New York, and they would come here and they would shit on us. Like the niggas that would go to like Buff State and the niggas that would go to UB, they would come here and they would shit on us. You know what I'm saying? Or it was niggas from here, from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how everybody now, you see the Buffalo Kids gear and all that. It wasn't like that. Niggas from Buffalo, I'm good friends with niggas that wear the Buffalo Kids shit that when we was growing up, they would be like, oh yeah, nah, my people's from Brooklyn. We moved up here when I was 6. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a real thing. Niggas didn't want to be from Buffalo. Niggas from Rochester didn't fuck with Buffalo. Niggas from Syracuse didn't fuck with Buffalo. Niggas from Niagara Falls didn't fuck with Buffalo. Yeah. Like we was the niggas, like niggas would come here and be looking at us sideways, or we would go there, niggas would be looking at us sideways. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. All it really took was just, niggas to kind of break the mold and kind of show niggas like, yo, nah, like it's official up here. Niggas thought it was like cows and shit up here. You know what I'm saying? It's real up here.
That missed field goal by my in the Super Bowl, that shit really fucked y'all up.
Fucked us over.
That's the shit that really put the black cloud on Buffalo, yo, because
it did, man.
If it wasn't for that, y'all would have one ring.
Yeah, for real.
Like the other Super Bowls, like y'all had no chance.
We had no chance. It was over.
When y'all played us in 92, y'all had no chance.
Yeah,
the Cowboys,
y'all niggas was raw.
Yeah, the Cowboys was two disasters took place those two times.
Yeah,
but
it was too raw. It was just too raw. It was too raw.
Y'all should have had that one against the Giants though, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like hopefully this year. You know what I mean? We got close last year, but hopefully this year, man, we put it together for real, man, and really do it the way we're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all embarrassed us, man.
Yeah, the way y'all beat us.
Yeah, that was bad. You see, it was so bad that I had to break out the Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs high school jersey.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Because he from the crib. Shout out Stephon Diggs, even though even though you killed us this past weekend. But you got a song. You got a song. You got a song, Stephon Diggs, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on that King to a God on the deluxe edition, man. You Machine, of course, and I always mess her name. What is seventh?
So it's Love the Genius. So the seven is the L.
Love the Genius, man. Y'all body that shit, man. Y'all body. Talk about that song, man. Talk about that song. Talk about Stephon Diggs, man. Like, how did y'all? What made Conway, call that shit? Like, did you have this conversation, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made y'all name that shit Stephon Diggs, man?
What it was, again, like the whole way that shit be coming together is so crazy. So you probably didn't catch the Butcher and Machine on Tidal back in December, did you?
Nah.
Okay, so we did a live show on Tidal back in December of last year, and we were in Atlanta, and I wasn't even signed to Drumwork yet. I was just like around, you know what I'm saying, like trying to be around, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get my deal kind of. And we were in Atlanta, we was in an Airbnb, and Conway was finishing up the deluxe. Like, so we woke up the one morning, it was like 8 a.m, and as soon as I get up, like the first thing I hear is the Stephon Diggs beat. And I think he played that shit from like 8 a.m. until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, he was just playing that shit the entire time. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
The whole time, you know what I'm saying? Loud as hell. And so we sitting there, we just vibing. And I'm the type of person, like ever since I kind of got with Conway, this was in like October of last year, like when I really started being around him, the first thing that he told me was, yo, seize the moment. And that's something that has stuck with me ever since he said it to me, like ever since he said that shit. And so, we sitting there vibing. I'm like, yo, fuck it, I'm about to just write to this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might not write a verse, but I'm going to write a hook for this moment.
Yeah.
And so that's when I sat there, fly elegance, taking
the hook make the
you know what I'm saying?
Song,
and so he's sitting there, and so, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He vibing, so he finally caught a vibe. He was writing his verse, and so I seen him. I'm like, yo, bro, I got some shit for this. He's like, all right, go ahead, spit it. He was like, all right. And he laid down his verse. So I'm just sitting there, I'm vibing, like, yo, he killed this shit. He was like, yo, throw that shit on there. I'm like, yeah, bet, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So and it was the same thing for Blood Roses as well. Blood Roses, because on my mind, I was only supposed to be on Sister Abigail on my mind.
Yeah,
that was
because you on 3 joints on that.
I'm on 3 joints. I was only supposed to be on Sister Abigail.
Yo, that Sister Abigail verse is that's one of my favorite verses by you on that shit right there.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Yo,
Thank you.
You slayed that shit, bro.
Thank you, man. But yeah, like, it was another situation. Like I said, like, you know what I mean? Like, he told me, like, just seize the moment. You know what I'm saying? And so we was in the studio, and he laid down that first verse. And when he started going crazy at the end, didn't write it. Excuse me, I just get excited. That shit took me. I was like, yo. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, hold up, bro. And so I sat there.
Hold on, time. Hold on, we gotta run that back. So you was right there as he was pinning that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that shit, Conway don't write half the time. So that was off the dome.
No, I say that because as I'm listening to that shit, like, yo, the hair on my arms is standing up, man. Like, I'm literally like, Conway is literally the machine. Like, he is in his bag right now, man. And for you to be right there and to see how this guy construct these songs, man, just talk about that, bro.
Man, I can't really talk about it enough, man. Like, a lot of this shit, it just be like, it's amazing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. Like I said, even before I was even with Conway for years, like, I've been a huge Conway fan since 2015. I'll put it to you like that. And I consider him one of the greatest rappers of all time. So to be right there with them. It's almost like Biggie and Lil C's. But I'm not Lil C's though. You know what I'm saying? Like You know
no disrespect to Lil C's.
Yeah, no disrespect to Lil C's. I'm just.
Let's be honest. The homie Jae Skeese got bars on bars.
I got real life bars.
Yeah, real bars.
But it's just man, it's crazy to like kind of sit there and watch him work. What's interesting about Conway is a lot of the time, like for my entire career, I've always been the best rapper in the room. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like, it'll be certain lines that I'll think of, or I'll say certain shit, and I know nobody else in the room would ever think of that shit. With Conway, I gotta be on my A+++ game because I know he's gonna say some crazy shit every time. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with Love too. Love is gonna she gonna go crazy. So it's like, man, like, you know, to be in the room, because it's like when you making these songs, when you making Blood Roses, like when we made Blood Roses, he did the first verse, and then I came with the hook. And when he heard the hook, he was like, all right, yo, this shit is crazy. I gotta put a second verse on here. And so when he put that second verse on there, the hook came back. We didn't know that was gonna be his single. Right. So we was just in the moment. We just kind of created the song. And again, like he'll tell you, like, yo, man, he bullied his way on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that was what happened. And the shit was so raw. And then, you know, a few weeks later, you know, my man hit me. He was like, yo, this is the joint that he going for the single. I'm like, damn, I'm on Conway single. What? Yeah, for the new album, dope. Like it's crazy. But you know, again, it's like when you kind of in that zone, in that moment, you're not going for that. You just making the best shit. Like that was like when I said on the track, I said, this is God level, but I came to prove I came improved. I said that because of a prior conversation that me and Conway had, where he was like kind of trying to like motivate me, like yo, you nice, but I need you to get to this level. You know what I'm saying? And that was where it kind of took me. And you know what I'm saying? Like that, it was a crazy experience because again, it's like I didn't know that was going to end up being a single, but that was what came out. You know what I'm saying?
Now, like I said, man. So you're on Drumwork, but you also affiliated, you know, with Griselda, man. So just seeing this rise, man, from these guys, man. Like, is that? Do you feel like this extra pressure on you now? Cause let's be honest, man. A lot of people. You've been dope for a long time. After I went back, listened to the catalog, I'm like, the music is there. But now it's like eyes are on you because you got that cosign, man. So talk about that, man. Am I just pulling something out of thin air? But what is it like in Buffalo now when you pull up, you know, when you pull up to the mall, when you pull up with, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you've been doing this shit since 2006, 2000, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this shit for a minute, and now you got that cosign, and now all eyes are on you. So can you talk about that a little bit, man? How does that feel?
I mean, it's a great feeling, man. And again, man, I can't say it enough, man. Shout out to the Machine, man, for believing in me, man, and you know what I'm saying, taking me under his wing. You know what I'm saying? The energy now, especially here in Buffalo, is like, damn, like you kind of finally did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you about to be on. Especially after people heard my mocking it, because people heard from King to a God, and it was kind of like, and even the responses that I was seeing from people just on Instagram and on Reddit and on Twitter, you know, it was like, well, who the fuck is this? Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? He not talking about shooting nobody. He not talking about selling no drugs. Like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was the energy. And then when people heard La Machina, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Because I came improved. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of what people kind of felt. So to have that cosign again from one of the greatest rappers of all time is, man, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you said that, man. I think we could start. We got to start putting some of these newer guys, man. Post 2010 guys, man, into that category, man. We got to start putting the Conway Machines, the Kendrick Lamars. Like we gotta, you know, some guys. No offense, they gonna have to come out. They gonna have to step to the side respectfully, because exactly.
That's
Exactly.
It's no different. It's no different than
Right.
football. It's no different than football. You know what I'm saying? Like you got as Odell Beckham came in, somebody else got to go ahead and get out.
Right. No, I say that, man, because I'm looking when I think of a lot of these guys, man, I'm like, man, they make great music, but what you guys are doing is some God level shit, man. And the thing about it, the consistency. Exactly, D. Exactly. The timing of it and how you guys are consistently put out. Like, there's no drop off with Griselda. There's no drop off, man. So how does it, again, man, how does it feel to be a part, like to be associated with that and knowing like the bar has been set so high and now you got to come behind that. You got to deliver. And so far, you've been delivering as far as these songs. But now we waiting for that album, baby. We waiting for that album.
I already know. Trust me, man, when I tell you, like, it's no pressure. And I think the biggest reason why is because I'm not the type of person that is like, I'm not the type of person where I guess the biggest thing is I'm the type of person that can stand on my own too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't look at it as I have anything to prove or I have anything, because I mean at the end of the day I do, but at the same time I'm doing it in a way where I can be myself. I'm not in a situation where I sign the Drumwork and I have to start talking about flipping bricks, or I have to start talking about shooting guns that I never shot, or I don't have to start talking about a life that I didn't live. We all from the same place, so we all have. It's going to be a similar theme to what we kind of talk about, what the subject matter is, and everything. But I grew up a different way than what Conway grew up, than what Westside and Benny grew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jae Skeese, and I think that's the biggest thing about me as an artist and me just coming into the game is like I don't want people to get that misconstrued or fucked up. Like I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm signing Drumwork. I'm signed. You know what I'm saying? I got the Griselda affiliation. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm Jae Skeese, and that's like what people need to really understand. And like, you know, I think that's real big. Like for me, I look at it, I said it earlier, I look at it like kind of like when Jay-Z brought J. Cole on A Star Is Born. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously that was a crazy verse that J. Cole had, and people was looking at him like, damn, like who the fuck is this? Like he killed it, but who the fuck is this? And then, you know, he started putting out those mixtapes, and then he said, oh shit, okay, like this is Jay-Z Lil Man's. But then
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, but then with Friday Night Lights and then Sideline Story, when that came out, it was like, nah, hold up, like he signed to Jay, but that's J. Cole.
Right.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's how I look at myself. I don't look at myself as like the Griselda, the Griselda affiliation is cool. The Drumwork signing is cool. The co-sign from Conway is cool. But I want people to understand that I'm Jae Skeese, and it's gonna be a totally different. It's not the same thing. It's not. I'm not coming on the track with the. I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing Jae Skeese. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what's gonna separate me from everything else. If everything else is going on, and you either gonna respect it or you're not gonna fuck with it. But I guarantee you, I'm gonna make you fuck with it because the music is there.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I love, and that's one of the things that's, I'm not gonna lie, man, it's really surprised me, man, as far as like Conway's insight, man. You know, because I would have never thought that he would, you know, co-sign an artist like yourself, because you guys' styles is different. I'm gonna be honest. But when I hear the music, it meshes so well. It meshes so perfectly. Like when you did that.
I really feel like it's because of the caliber of MC that we both are. Like Conway, at the end of the day, he has a certain subject matter, but he'll tell you himself at the end of the day, he's an MC. He's a fan of, like, one of his favorite rappers is Eminem, which I would have never guessed. But he loves the way that he puts together the words, the rhyme scheme, the breath control, the you know what I'm saying? Everything about him being an MC. And if you really listen to Conway, like the way that he structures his bars, the way it's reminiscent of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that backpack style. You know what I'm saying? It's just the subject matter is different.
I'll be trying to tell people, man, Conway is a lyricist, man. Like you gotta, if you can get past the gun bars and the dope bars, there's some real, very intricate lyrics, and he's been like this for 10 years. I was just listening to
I was just listening to Steroids, you know. Man. What's the one on oh my goodness, man. I think it was like his second project after Reject,
Yeah,
I believe Reject on Steroids. And I'm just like, man, this dude never has like it's never a dull moment, man. It's never a
ever,
dull
bro,
moment.
ever.
Yeah,
He's one of the illest, man. Like I said, like when I say that Conway is one of the best rappers ever, when I say he's the GOAT, I'm not just bigging him up because
right,
I'm signed to him or because that's my
right,
man. Nah, that's what I truly believe. Like I really
right.
believe that. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
nah. I'm with you. Hey, man. Like I said, man, it's starting. It's a time where we got to start taking some of these guys out of these top 20, top 10 lists, man, and start putting some of these post 2010 guys in there, man. Because you guys, the catalogs, man, and the consistency, it deserves the appraise, man. So look, I want to switch gears a little bit, man. I want to talk about that asphalt calligraphy. I remember reading on Instagram, and you asked, do you guys think this is your best album? And I believe you said you think it is, if I'm not mistaken. So talk to me about the making of that project, man, because again, when I heard that, man, that was the thing that got my attention. When I heard that, the cohesiveness, the intricate lyricism, the even down to the artwork. And which I gotta ask, did you design that by yourself?
I didn't do the artwork. Again, it was a situation where I found it was an artist that I just happened to run into. You know what I'm saying? She's
Okay.
actually, her name is Mika Ware.
Okay.
She's from LA, I believe.
Okay.
And it was somebody that I found one day on Instagram, and I just, I reached out and I didn't get a response, and I had my man actually find out a way to hit her. Finally found her website and sent her an email, and I told her I was interested in working with her, and so she ended up, we ended up collabing on that joint.
No
You
doubt.
know what I'm saying? Or really, we didn't collab. I commissioned her to do the artwork for the front cover.
So talk about that. What made you name that project? Like, talk about asphalt calligraphy. What does that mean, and why do you feel like this? To date, not excluding what you got coming out next. Why do you feel like that's your best project?
Man, so asphalt calligraphy, I had before that subjective humility.
That was dope too.
That was the project before that. And what I was doing,
and that was an EP. That was
that was an EP. Yep.
Yeah.
And so what I was doing, because I'm really into like wordplay. Obviously, I'm really into lyrics, and that just goes beyond music. Like I love reading and all that. And when I was thinking about things to name the album, like what did I want to name it? I wanted to keep that same theme where I kind of take two words that have absolutely nothing to do with one another. You may know what they mean, you may not, and kind of mesh it together and give it meaning. And so when I was thinking about it, I was like, well, I want to make something that's for the street, but is like beautiful art. You know what I'm saying? And that was what I was thinking. Like that was literally my thought process on it. And calligraphy is obviously, it's beautiful, intricate handwriting. When you think of Hebrew, or you think of what you call it, like in the Quran, when you see that handwriting, it's beautiful. It's considered calligraphy. You know what I'm saying? It's an art form. And then asphalt, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's the ground. That's outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's intricate, beautiful art for the street. You know what I'm saying? And so that was my process in kind of naming it that. And when I was putting it together, it was actually kind of crazy. Like, again, I was kind of in a situation where I didn't really know where my career was kind of going, because I had an idea. Okay, I know I'm kind of fucking with Conway, but then I haven't heard anything from Conway. I got these couple songs, and I had some verses, and I had some ideas, and I was just kind of shaping everything together. And man, when I put the project together, I was recording and just kind of trying to get an idea of what I wanted it to sound like. I was just really if you listen to some of the songs, like there's no hooks. I really was just spitting.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to just put something together for the street that people, like, when they hear it, it's like, yo, hold up. Like, he not just talking no bullshit. This ain't
Right.
like your everyday average shit. But you can also tell that I'm still from the hood. I'm still keeping it. I'm still keeping it 1,000. And so
No doubt.
that was like my main aim for the project, man. I got a story on there, like the social influence joint. You know what I'm saying? I got, man, it's a little bit of everything on there, man. I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about the way I was living. The jet sweep joint. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's my shit right there.
Yeah, man. You know,
it's a concept album.
Yeah, pretty much like a concept album. And that's something that I'm a real big fan of. Like, you know, when you can take not just when you're not just talking like no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like the basic gun bars, the basic I pop Molly, all that shit. Like, let me give you something that's going to be something that you can digest and something that we can talk about a year later. Something that we could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has substance. That's my shit.
That can age well.
There you go. That's my shit. Like, one of my favorite rappers is Lupe Fiasco. And if you listen to how loaded his shit is loaded. Like, if you ever listen to the song Mural is 8 minutes long.
Hey,
Lupe still haven't got every metaphor simile in that shit.
Hey, Lupe is different, yo. He's God level MC. Like, I think I personally,
you know what I'm saying?
And Royce the 5'9". Those guys sit on the throne and just look down at us.
They're different.
They look down at
them dudes are different, and that's where I strive to be, because you know, me as a lyricist, me as an MC, that was always my thing. Like I said earlier, I was always trying to be better than the Banks, the Lloyd Bankses, and you know what I'm saying. That's where I want to be. I want to be up there because they're saying that other MCs, like, you know, it's plenty of MCs. You hear bottles and models in every rhyme.
Right.
They're saying the shit that you just don't hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm a fan of. And so that was, again, like, you know, that was what I was thinking when I was doing the Asphalt Calligraphy project. It was like, you know, I wanted to keep it street, but I want this shit to be beautiful art.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's part of my whole thing. My whole, like, me being an MC and me being an artist this is actual art. Because again, I paint, so you know, I want that to kind of be clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is art, and that was something that I kind of got from West. You know what I'm saying? Watching the way that he kind of moves and the way that he curates art to go along with his music. But see, he doesn't actually paint it. Me, I'm a painter, so I want you to understand, like, yo, this right here, this is actual art. People get it fucked up, man. Like, music is art. Music is really art. It's an art form. It's not just rap. It's not just, you know, and that's all forms of music. It doesn't matter if you're doing screamo shit. It doesn't matter if it's techno shit. It doesn't matter if it's rap. All this shit is art. It's expression. It's a way for me to get you to understand the way that I feel in a moment.
No doubt. Okay. Nah, no doubt. So look, let's talk about Drumwork a little bit, man. Now we know, you know, of course, we got you. We got Seventh the Genius, man. Who else is on Drumwork?
So currently right now signed to Drumwork is myself and Love the Genius, and then obviously Conway. But I mean, there's other artists that are affiliated. Shout out to Almighty Shots. Shout out to Lucky Seven. Shout out to Goose. Shout out to T Rosie. Shout out to SK. You know what I'm saying? The homie from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? It's mad niggas that's affiliated, but just not officially signed to Drumwork right now. But these is all cats that's on tour with us right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ T as well. He's actually the DJ that's been holding us down the whole tour.
Okay. I think I messed her name up. Love the Gen.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I see it. Like it's gonna take a while for me to get you because I know the music.
Yeah, right.
But it just throws me off seeing the 7. Just throws me off, man.
Just when you see the 7, just remember to flip it, and then the X is for the vowel. So
I apologize because I'm trying. I would love to get her on the platform because she just dropped a crazy project.
She sure did.
She just dropped a crazy.
That will be done. Make sure y'all going down with that shit.
And you and her bodied that songs.
Man, listen, thank you.
Talk about that song. Talk about that song, yo.
You get part of my story on that. You know what I'm saying? That joint is crazy. So that joint actually, so back last year in October was when we first really got with Conway.
Okay.
We were going to, you know, saying the studio. We was recording little songs, but then his assistant actually hit us up one day and was like, "Yo, we're in New York. Come down."
Okay.
And so I hit Love up immediately when I got the text, and I'm like, Love, yo, you just got the text? She like, yeah. I'm like, yo, we out. So we just jumped in my truck. I think I had $50 to my name. Jumped in the truck, peeled out. The address we got was to a studio in New York. So we get there, and we recorded music for about a week straight.
Now,
that
real
was
quick.
one of the songs. Yep.
Now, real quick. She's from Buffalo as well, right?
She's from Buffalo as well. Yep.
Okay, go continue.
Yep. But so we recorded songs for like a week straight, and that was one of the joints that she recorded while we were in New York, and she like absolutely went crazy on that shit. And I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. And then we were in Conway's basement. You know, he be on the lives or whatever. You see this shit with the unfinished ceiling.
Yeah.
And we was sitting down there one day. We was recording music, and she was like, "Yo, I want you to jump on this joint." And I was like, "Bet." And so I sat there. I was, you know what I'm saying, just listening. I'm writing my verse. I'm like, "Yo, I gotta talk about," because if you listen to her verses, she's really just talking about her struggle and what she had to get through you know what I'm saying, to get to this moment, really. And you know, it was just, I really got to get a verse out to get the hurt off. And that was all I could think of, like, get the hurt off. You know what I'm saying? And as I was writing, you know, I just wanted to reflect on some of the things that I had to go through in order to get to where we are now. You know what I'm saying? So if you remember me talking about I was 14 when, you know, I had a producer and he had all my songs and he moved to Atlanta, took all my shit. You know what I'm saying? I could have stopped rapping right there. You know what I'm saying? If you really listen, I had niggas telling me I could have opened up for niggas, Pusha T, and I'm paying niggas money and going to New York. It was one time I remember I went to New York and I was supposed to open up for a show. And I get down there and niggas told me I couldn't open up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, all type of crazy shit. It's mad shit that niggas had to endure just to even get here.
Talk about that though, man. Like as we before we, you know, I know we talk about this iconic song, man, because I seen you guys perform this song live, man, and I'm not gonna lie, the live performance of the song really resonated with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one you guys did at Webster Hall, didn't you?
That's not it. So when me and her performed it, it was at her listening party for Thy Will Be Done. The joints that we did at Webster Hall, we did Grace. That's me and Conway.
Okay.
We did Sister Abigail, and then she did 2 joints. She did her Derringer joint, and then she did Break Soul, which is her single on Drumwork.
I know I seen that live though. I know, like I know.
So we definitely did it. We did it at her we did it at her listening party though. Okay. Yeah, we did it there.
It just it resonated different. Like I said, resonated with me, like personally hearing it live, man. It was you know, she's dope, man. Like, love the genius.
She's one of the
I gotta have her on, man. She is ill. She's one of the illest you know, female MCs in the game, man. Hands down. Yeah, she's nasty with it, man. So look, man, I remember she also said, you know, that you're one of the best human beings, man. Like, talk about y'all relationship, man. Like, what is it about Seven the Genius, man, that stands out to you as far as like an artist, man? You know what I'm saying? When you look at a lot of the female MCs, the Shay Noors, the Cyrox, the, you know, the Meg, whatever, you know what I'm saying? What stands out about her, man?
Man, she's just, it's a combination of things, man. I always say Love has an amazing voice.
Right.
She has wordplay, diction out of this world. Like, nobody can really rap with her. Like, dead ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really put if you put anybody next to her, side to side, head to head, it's not a lot of people who can rap with her, bro. I can hear Kendrick Lamar. I can hear.
That's how I feel about Shay Noor. That's how I feel about Shay, man.
Bro, like, it's not a lot of people that can rap with Love the Genius, bro. Like, she's a monster, bro. Like
I need to hear her and Shay. I need to hear her and Shay on a project.
They got a track.
I seen a picture of them together. I was geek when I saw that. Did you get a chance to see check that out, D?
I didn't hear the project.
Nah, they did. They just took a pic on it. It was on the gram a while back. And I was like, man, these two ladies, man, on the track is better than probably like 95% of the guys that's rapping right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not exaggerating. Like Shay Noor, I don't even look at Shay Noor
as a female MC. Like she's
well, that's the thing. That's
so
the
nasty
thing.
with
You
it,
just
man.
you can't even look at it as female and male MCs. Are you an MC? Can you rap?
Yeah.
That's the way you gotta look at it, bro. And like I said, I'm not saying female or male. Not a lot of MCs that can sit head to head with Love. It's over.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, brother, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been biased towards a lot of female MCs the majority of my life. I'm gonna be honest, but they have really shaped my mentality, man. Because to me, it was always Little Kim, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. It was like 5 of them that I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, D, but I'm kind of like Sean Price, yo, when it comes to female MCs.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm saying the majority of my life, but up until hearing Shay Noir, I really just started going into like, you know, they really opened my eyes to female, like the Love the Jeans, the Shay Noirs, the Cyrox, the
Lyric Jones.
Lyric Jones. So I'll say this, and this only started maybe about 3 years ago. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all don't say nothing what Sean Price said. Yo, ask Sean Price what he think of female MCs. It's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I will say it's of recent years. Definitely, it's been a different type of music that's been put out in the radio world. But there's always been, just like they've been the male MCs. There's always been female MCs rocking it. But that's not what's put out into the radio, into the mass media as much. So, but the more we listen to these to the Shays and to the Loves and to the lyrics, like the more we listen to them, the more pop they're going to get. And, you know, we'll hear them more of the masses will be able to hear them. But
they bodying niggas though. I'm not going to lie. The female MCs now, they are bodying Shay and Love and Cyrock and Lyric John. I'm gonna be honest, man. They better than like 90% of the guys that's rapping. I'm sorry. I don't think of them as female. Like
for me,
I can't say. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't say that Little Kim or Foxy Brown was better than like 90% of the male MCs back in the day. I wouldn't say that. No disrespect. No disrespect.
Not Little Kim or Foxy, but maybe MC Light during her time.
MC Light was.
You know, there was people. Yeah. There were people during their times that was a lot better, but no, I wouldn't say those two particular names. No disrespect, I love them. I knew every word to every
MC Light. MC Light was taking niggas. She was taking niggas' heads off though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But no, I just salute to Love the Genius, salute to Shay, man. I love what the ladies are doing now, man. Just they kill it. But I had to bring up that Psalms, man. I had to bring up that song because when you guys collaborate. When you guys collaborate on tracks, man, it's magic, man. I love
special.
it.
It's special.
I love it.
Man.
I love
it's
it.
Special.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I wanna, you know, like we know that you're affiliated with Drumwork, and we know that Buffalo is getting this buzz, man. What do you think about the state of hip hop right now? Like, not even. What do you feel about the state of hip hop as far as like underground and mainstream, man? Because again, in my opinion, I feel we're in a good place. But I'm curious to hear from an artist such as yourself who've been around the game for a minute, man. What do you think about the landscape of hip hop right now?
I mean, I feel like it's getting back to, you know, in mainstream, it's a good balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that it's 50-50 right now because it's not. But I think there's a good balance of, you know, I hear a little bit more real shit on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a little bit more the real in rotation. For a minute, I felt like it was all like gimmicks. It was all like you had to be a drug addict or you had to be drinking lean just to kind of get on. But it's a few niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that's actually doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the D Smokes. You know what I'm saying? And
his new project is crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few cats that have broken through, and then now, you know, they're able to kind of transcend all that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's not 50-50, but it's better than what it was. You know, it's still, you know, gimmicks and, you know, you still got all that shit, but, you know, it's not as bad as it was for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? I think I think also in the mainstream, obviously you still have, the cats like that cookie cutter shit, man. But it's just, I feel like it's never gonna fizzle out. But it's just like they giving the real niggas a chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They giving.
Are they playing like Griselda on the radio in Buffalo?
No.
You gotta be kidding me.
Not at all.
They do it just like they do in the DMV.
You said they do play down there?
Not on the radio, but like DMV artists here, it's hard for them to get on the radio here.
Unless you're Wale. Unless you're Wale.
Yeah,
it's tough. I feel like that's an issue in a lot of markets. Not all markets, but it's an issue in a lot of markets. Like,
I don't understand that though.
And it was like, they was playing some of their local cats out there, which is dope. I mean, I don't understand it either, but that's just how it kind of go. As far as the underground, the underground is the underground. So, that's where you're gonna get, the best shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all not underground like Griselda. Would you consider Griselda underground now? Because I'm gonna be honest, man, like you guys have worked with everybody. Like I'm listening to this last side B, the West Side Gun Project. Yeah. 2 Chainz. He got everybody. Like he got guys that I'm gonna be honest, man. 10 years ago, these guys would not been doing. And what do you think about that, man? Like the elephant in the room, man. Like, come on, man. What do you feel about that? Like a lot of these guys were not doing music with Griselda or Griselda affiliated artists 10 years ago, and now it seems like everybody is on the wave, even though y'all not playing them in y'all city. So what's your take on that?
I mean, I think it's love, man. I love to see the collaborations. You know what I'm saying? Like the Sauce Walkers and the 2 Chainz and the Tyler Creators. Because I mean, you got to think about it like this: we were an untapped market, untapped city. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, 10 years ago, nobody was even checking for Buffalo, but it was because we never really got a shot. You know what I'm saying? We never was really exposed to the mainstream market, to the masses. You know what I'm saying? So to now be in a place where West Side Gun can have the Tylers and the Sauce Walkers and all these different people on his album, that's only creating a bigger lane for people like me. You know what I'm saying? Because now people, like they want to hear Griselda, they want to hear the Conways, they want to hear the Bennys, they want to hear the Rick Hydes and the Eames, they want to hear all these cats. But shit, what else is out there? You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. And so that's and again, and that kind of goes back to my point before. Like, I'm affiliated with Griselda in a way. I'm signed to Drumwork, but I kind of bring a whole different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole different message. So it's like when people do come checking for that, for what else is here? They hear the Love the Genius. They hear the Jae Skeese. They hear, you know what I'm saying, all the different cats, man, the Young Worlds, you know what I'm saying, the Flex Babies. It's all different types of sounds here. Right. You know what I'm saying, between Drumwork and BSF and Griselda, you know what I'm saying? And we're all kind of not under the same umbrella, but we're all affiliated, you know what I'm saying? But it's so many different sounds here, so many different dope MCs, so many different dope artists, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's dope, man, because again, it's creating a lane for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's mad other artists here. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the, you know what I'm saying, the Gangs, you got the Coda Seviers, it's so many different artists here, bro, that's really on the cusp of really becoming, what me and Love are. You know what I'm saying? Whether they sign with Griselda or sign with Drumwork or sign with BSF, or they do it in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad other artists here too. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I love about you guys, man. Like the unity, man. Within as far as like BSF, Drumwork, and what Conway is doing, kind of reminiscent of what J. Cole has been doing with Dreamville. Like the artists that signed to Dreamville, like Ari Lennox and oh man, what is those guys? The 2 guys that
Cause you got
Cause, Earth Gang.
Boss.
They don't Boss, who's super dope, but they don't do what J. Cole do. Like they are totally opposite of what J. Cole do. And that's dope how Conway, if most people outside looking in, they would have think that the type of artist Conway would sign would be artists that's similar to him. But it's like he went totally opposite, of that, man. So
it's interesting, man. Like, do you you know, is it any artists in, you know, speaking of Buffalo artists, is there any artists in Buffalo or in the upstate New York area that you guys will, that you know, that you guys would like to work with? You know, maybe you per se.
Yeah, I mean, I work with everybody, man. That I think is dope. You know, it's a lot of cats, like I said, from the town. You got the games. You got brother Tom Sos. He's real dope here. Tony Boy, who I work with closely. You know, my brother Billy Esco, man. He is actually on the West Side Gun Side B. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's one of the illest ever.
he
That's
been
my
for a
brother.
long. He been with you
Yeah,
for a long.
yeah. That's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got the Hefe Martinez. Man,
Mm,
it's so many cats here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Out West Records, I rock with them. You know what I'm saying? It's so many cats here, bro. It's so much. It's
right,
again, it's like an untapped market. And so
right,
again, going back to that West Side question, man. You know, once niggas get their foot in the door, you know what I'm saying, and get exposed, like it's only gonna open up the door more for
right,
other
right.
cats. You know what I'm
No
saying? Like,
doubt.
yo, come on, we out. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
love. That's what's up. That's what's up,
Word.
man. Well, look, I want to, as we get ready to wrap this thing up, I gotta ask you, man. You know, Love the Genius. She just released. Now, is that the first Drumwork label release project?
You talking about Thy
That
Will Be
will.
Done?
Yeah, is
It's
that the
not.
first?
So the first one really is from Kings of God, and you got La
That's
Machina.
what I was
But
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
between me and Love, we've only dropped singles.
Okay.
So Thy
Now I know
Will
you
Be
got that
Done,
sway. You dropped that sway uppers, man.
yeah.
Woo!
Suede Uppers is different, man. But yo,
Sway uppers is different. Talk about that. What made you? What made you want to put that song together, man? What was the inspiration behind that?
man, just it was a joint. Actually, I was working on my album. So my album, my drummer debut is called Abolished Uncertainties. And again, it's kind of
Mm,
falling in line with that subjective humility, asphalt calligraphy, abolished uncertainties, kind of
okay.
that same mold. But I just wanted to jump, man, where, you know, I was just kind of talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I get
Yeah.
in my mode sometimes where I just want to talk my shit, man. Let me just let these niggas know they can't fuck
Yeah.
with me. You know what I'm saying? And I love sneakers. So
Yeah.
references, you know what I'm saying, going back to the sneakers, rock Air
Yeah.
Ones and 327s, that's checks and balances. Niggas
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
saying shit
Yeah.
like
I
that.
like. Yeah. I
Niggas
like
ain't
that one.
saying shit like that. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I gotta let niggas know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Checks balance.
so
That's dope.
Yeah,
yeah,
That went
that
over.
was
I think that. I think that went over a lot of niggas' heads.
yeah,
Yeah.
about
yeah. I
that.
mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. If you go back and you dissect some of the bars that I have, period,
Yeah.
you know, if you really listen to what I'm saying, again, I'm a big fan of Lupe, so you really gotta listen to him. You really gotta
Yeah.
listen to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some of the shit that I'm saying. But yeah, so I got Sweat Uppers, but then I also got this joint, Revolver Ocelot. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, man, but
Yeah. I've been
yeah.
seeing that. I've
This
been
is the
seeing that on
project that I've
Twitter.
been selling on the tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, man. This shit is the flyest, dopest shit out. I'm telling y'all right now,
Mm.
it's not even out yet. So if you come to the shows, this is the shit that you can grab from me at the shows.
I was
You know
about
what I'm
to say because
saying?
I haven't seen that on your. I follow you on Instagram. I haven't seen that on IG yet.
Yeah, I just been promoting it real lightly. It's dropping real soon. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it's only on physical copies. If you go on like Reddit, they talking about it on Reddit. Niggas is going crazy. They want this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the illest shit out. I'm telling y'all.
Now what? Now what's some of the what's some of the features and or production
I mean,
producers?
of course, I got Conway the Machine on there. I got
Okay.
Love the Genius on there. Camouflage Monkeys on there producing. I got Tony
Mm.
Boy on there. I got my man OG Soul on there. I
Okay.
got my man Origino on there. You know what I'm saying? J Chat 803, he's on there. My man Cartoon Beats, Addict Stein, he's on there. Man, it's man, the project is ill, bro. I'm telling you. And this is kind of
No doubt.
like what you call it, abolish uncertainties. That's like the main course. This
Mm.
is almost like a palate cleanser. So all the features that
The volume went out. The volume. Up. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. The volume went off. Like, you probably had to turn the notifications off, like the do not disturb. You probably had to come back in. Another hefty editing job. Oh,
And we was just there. We were just done. Damn.
That's cool.
I just got through an interview with no errors, man. I knew it was too good to be true, man. I knew it was too good to be true. Damn. I hate editing, man. This shit take up like half my damn day. All right, come on, brother. Yeah, it's all good. Let me hit him up. Let me hit him up. So we can get up out of here. Let me see what he got going on. Oh, there he. Oh shit! Damn, he gone. Hold up. Damn, brother. That's math. You know what? His phone probably died. Yeah, there you go. All right, AD. Can you go out? Yeah, and then come back in.
All right.
I'm about to get ready to wrap this thing up.
My fault, man. Somebody called. I had my do not disturb on, man. Somebody just called me. Like they had to call me like 4 times because you can't.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I'm about to edit this shit. That's why I like to do pre-recorded interviews. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
for sure. I got you. Yeah, I apologize, man.
Nah, it's all good. We almost made it with no incidents, man. But look, hey, brother. So again, man. So before we get out of here, talk about the new project. We'll talk about the name of the new project. Can you tell us when can we get a release date?
Yeah. So for the Revolver Ocelot joint. So that joint, that's the name of the project, obviously, and that goes back to crack in the 90s. If you remember, I said I'm Young Revolver Ocelot clapping and Silent Snake. That just goes back to that. You know what I'm saying? So he's got the Aqua 8s on and all that. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I got those upstairs.
It's coming.
I got
soon.
those.
Oh yeah. See you all.
I got those. I got those with the 93 All-Star jersey.
That's what's up, man.
I'm into the sneak. Hey, I'm a sneakerhead myself, man. So hold on, before we get up out of here, what you feeling right now at the moment, man? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm a retro cat, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of cats, man. You know what I mean? A lot of the time when I see rappers on Instagram, everybody want to wear Dior, everybody want to wear, you know what I'm saying, Balenciaga, all that. When I see that shit, I'm automatically think you can't dress.
Yeah. Cause that's a cheat code.
It's almost like a uniform. It's a
cheat code.
It's a cheat code. Just because you paid $1,500 for them shits, that mean that it's fine.
Don't mean it's fire.
It costs a lot of money. Now, exactly. If you putting that shit on, if you putting that shit together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's what
I rarely see that though.
You rarely see it.
I rarely see that.
I'm one of them cats that's gonna put that shit on.
Right. Yeah. Nah. I seen you. I don't know if it was on the gram or somewhere, man. You was coming out of Saks. You and Conway. Now, what was you picking up? You had like 2 big ass bags. What was you getting up out of there? You ain't had it wasn't no Dior's in that bag.
Oh no, you know what? Now that day actually I wasn't even shopping. That was Love and Conway. They was coming out of Saks. I don't even shop at Saks. They ain't got nothing for me. If I'm going shopping, I'm trying to go to Stadium Goods. I'm trying to go to Subi. I'm trying to go to Nike. You know, so I'm trying to put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah. I think the last time I went to Saks, I bought them ugly ass. All these shoes is ugly. I bought them damn chain reactions, man. Oh my god! I bought like 2 pair of those. I went to the Saks in Houston, and I bought those shoes. I'm not gonna lie. I thought those were gonna age a little better than they did. They didn't age well.
Yeah, nah.
I look crazy. Like I put those on recently, man, and it just I wasn't feeling it, man. I was size when I got them because I got the black, gray, and white ones, and then I got the red, white, and blue ones. But I'm with you, man. I'm not really into the designer sneakers, man.
It ain't it, man. It's not it. Yeah. I'm sorry to say it, bro. It's not it.
Tried it. Yeah. Nah, I fucks with 2 Chainz, so I said, let me see, but it's
all love. But it's just it's really for me. It's the silhouette. I'm not big on the silhouette.
Right. Nah, I feel you. Nah, I seen you on my boys. My homie Grails. You did a show with him.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he's good people.
me and he good guy, man. We collaborated recently, man. He's heavy into the sneaker culture, man. So
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I'm getting a little up there in age, man. But hey, my lady tell me, man, hey, you gonna have to get rid of some of these damn sneakers, because it's embarrassing. Like the crib
Yeah.
is like, I mean, they're all that. Like the bedroom is crazy.
Mhm.
The basement is crazy. Like you know how AD, you know how ladies is, man. Yeah,
No,
like
no. Because Chris has more shoes than me too. My husband, he has more
oh,
shoes
she
than me
do?
too. So I don't want to hear this. Ladies got all these shoes.
No, I'm
I'm
saying
into
y'all don't be
more
but
sneakers than a little bit.
I know, but y'all don't be having it, young. Y'all don't be going for that. Like it ain't
We
like
need to grow for our
Yeah, they
stuff.
don't
I
go for
know.
it.
That's
They
what
don't
I'm
go for
saying.
it.
I'm not. I
Y'all
get
need to
it.
figure out how to condense that together.
Yeah. Well,
It's like a
I,
shoe storage going on. Figure that out.
I'm with you.
I
I'm
need
with you.
space for my stuff.
I'm with you. I need to get rid of about 20 pair of sneakers because you look at it, I only got 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with me,
That's the thing. That's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
It's always quality over quantity. That's something that I
yeah,
had to learn. It's quality over quantity. What
yeah,
do you actually have? What's dope? What's not dope? All right,
yeah,
I can get rid of these. I can get rid of these,
yeah.
and that's the way I kind of attack it now.
There you go. There you go. Because
Got you to see if it sparks joy. If it doesn't spark joy, then you get rid of it.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Because I'm the
There you
time,
go.
man. I'm getting to the point sometimes. Like I get a pair of sneakers, and I will be ecstatic. But once I get them, and I rock, because I have so many, I have at least maybe about 200 pair of sneakers, which is nothing compared to like a Wale or somebody. But 200, 250, I
Right.
got like maybe a little bit over 200 pair of sneakers. I don't wear those all the time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's a lot of time, there's a lot of sneakers that I just don't wear. They're just sitting around. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's getting to a point where I'm like, these these joints are just collecting dust, man. Like I need to, if I'm not wearing them, I'm not putting them because I'm the type of, I don't know about you, but I buy sneakers based on a fit. Like I look at a fit and I buy the sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I can't put it together with a fit, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna mess with it.
Yeah, now I feel you. I feel you. I kind of used to be like that too, but now the way I look at it is because I talk that sneaker shit. So whatever
Right.
I have on my feet, especially if I'm out somewhere, it got to be
Right.
something that I'm not really gonna see on nobody else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that's kind of the way I play it now. You know, like today I got on the Union 4s. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
niggas ain't just popping out in
Yeah.
those every
Yeah.
day.
Nah,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? The
Hell
resale is so
nah.
crazy. So
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No doubt, man. Well, look, brother, man, it's been an honor, man, having you here on the platform, man. We got the homie Jae Skeese, man. I've been waiting for this one for a minute, man. Thank you for taking time out on y'all busy schedule, man, to chop it up here on the Bridging the Generation podcast, bro.
No doubt, man. Yo, it was a pleasure to be here, man. Thank you again for hitting me up, man. And
Nah,
shout out
no
to my
doubt.
man Potts Money as well for coordinating the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no
Appreciate y'all.
doubt. No doubt. Well, look, brother, it's a pleasure, man. Whenever you guys come into the area, man, I'll make sure that I have my tickets ready. And I look forward to seeing y'all, man. At the rate that y'all killing shit, man, I can only see, great things from 2021 here on out, man.
Most definitely, man. Definitely, man. Tap in with me.
No doubt.
You already know.
Oh my tape. Hold on.
All right, peace.
Damn it.
Thank you so much. It was great.
I knocked my damn headphones out, man. My cord came out, man. Well, all right, hey, Jae Skeese, man. It's been a pleasure, man. You take care. You have a good night, brother.
All right, you too. Peace out.
All right, we signing out. Peace. All right.